Hello everyone, so I just got back from seeing Minions: The Rise of Gru. This is of course the second Minions movie. I actually never got the chance to see the first one, but I went and saw this one, not in the fancy suits or anything, with a group of dudes. But I love those memes. I think the vibes have been hilarious. But this movie is pretty short. It comes in at just about 90 minutes long, and it's not exactly the telling of how Gru met the Minions, but how the Minions helped Gru rise to power in his early days of being a villain when he was really, really young in the 70s. So, yeah, without further ado, let me get into my review for Minions: The Rise of Gru. So, this movie is very, very simple in its premise. I basically just explained it right then and there. But there is a group of supervillains who plan to, again, just take over the world and become the world's greatest villains that ever was. And they do this by stealing an amulet that gives them a supreme amount of power. And in order to do this, they kick out their most senior member, the person who founded it, and hold the trial or basically interviews to see who's going to be the new member of the super villain squad. So, Gru ultimately takes this as an opportunity to establish himself as a villain. And they basically laugh it off, tell him that he needs to prove himself one day, and then maybe they'll even give him the light of day to talk to him. So, he steals his amulets with the minions, and of course things just go crazy AWOL from there. And that's kind of all I'll say about the plot of this movie. Again, it's very, very simple and so over the top. The animation is pretty damn stellar, and when it comes to the action sequences, it's actually very, very well filmed, which I think all of the Despicable Me films have been in the past. So yeah, it was an absolute treat to watch in terms of the animation. It was pretty funny, so over the top and extremely goofy. So definitely for kids, a lot of the humor. But there's a lot of times where my girlfriend and I were just looking at each other like, "Oh my god," because of just how over the top and sometimes even violent this movie got. And it's just again storytelling and action sequences with the minions, because of course they're basically immortal, so they have them go through definitely some very painful experiences and dish it out to people. I mean, there's one part where a bus literally hits an old grandma. And yeah, it gets pretty nuts in a lot of ways. So you're laughing in kind of like the oh my goodness, holy crap moments that this film has, where I want to say when it comes to the actual humor of it, I mean, if you like the Minions humor, it'll be down your line. But I wasn't really laughing too much at just the regular jokes it had. It was just laughing more at the, just again how crazy over the top a lot of this film was. There is a bit of heart and of course compelling storytelling when it comes to the Minions. I mean, they just absolutely love Gru and they'll do anything for him. So you do get like decent character moments like that, but of course this is no like character study or anything like that. It's definitely again very, very aimed towards kids. So really easy to get into it. You just know that they're homies and that's about it. They'll do anything for each other and they'll go to the ends of the earth to help each other. There's some cool little callbacks and some to like characters in the Despicable Me movies who also kind of have their origin in this movie as well, which again, they're just cool little things to have happen and know where they started from and how they get recruited into Gru's empire or how they come to play back into Gru's life later on. But of course, everything is very, very fast paced. It's only 90 minutes long, and there's a lot that they try to fit into this movie. So, I mean, a lot of it doesn't really get flushed out at all, but it doesn't really take away from the movie. Again, it's just something to go into, turn your brain off, and have fun. It's just how goofy and silly it is. So, really, that's all that I can say about Minions: The Rise of Gru. Very simple movie. Definitely really fun. Not a whole lot to it, but it works in favor of it, I think, in a lot of ways. So yeah, with everything taken together, I'm gonna have to give Minions: The Rise of Gru a 7 out of 10. It's very fun, definitely fun for the kids, and again, anyone who grew up watching the Despicable Me movies, and if you like them, they're right up your alley, but this movie's not really gonna do anything to win you over if you weren't a fan of those movies. So if you've seen this, please let me know what you thought about it in the comments down below, and if you liked this review, definitely give it a thumbs up. Thank you for subscribing and turn that little ringer on so you know when I upload new videos. If you want to check out everything I do Twitch and live stream wise, link to that in the description of this video, and of course my channel bio, and in both of those places there's a link to the Media Mountain, which is my Discord where we talk about movies, video games, comic books, TV, pretty much everything that's awesome in this world. So you can definitely join that amazing community. I'll make it even more amazing than it is already, and yeah, just awesome, guys.
Sky blue eyes, I see a world behind them. No more time sinking into the side.